What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CUBCANTV for this, another edition of CUBREACTS on a Tuesday morning. We're up slightly early today getting these done. I've got quite a busy day ahead of me, so I want to make sure we can get these done nice and early. Very excited to get into this one. M.I Abaga, we are back inside the building with him off his brand new The Guy album, courtesy of Chocolate City Music. This one, the love song featuring Wande Cole. I know I'm a little bit later on this one. I wanted to give it a little bit of time for the album to breathe before we jump back into the reactions I wanted to get done for it, and I'm excited to see how this one sounds. Obviously, Wande Cole, legendary figure, one of the most kind of notable, recognizable vocals in Afrobeats as a whole, and M.I Abaga, one of the most sort of studious and I feel respected rap names currently coming out of Africa as well. So I'm excited to see this as a combination and see how it sounds, whether M.I goes into Wande's world or Wande goes into M.I.'s world. It should be really cool to see. But as always, friends, if you are new to the channel, make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. Without further ado, we're going to jump right into the sounds of this one. Let's go. Vocals from the jump, are you mad? Loving the shuffle. Okay, so from the jump, we're going for a very euphoric feel, and you can hear that within those original vocals. You can hear this kind of uplifting texture. All of the vocal lines in the background are kind of going, da, 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 da. Everything's up. Everything is rolling upwards. The instrumental itself has got a really nice shuffle to it, some really nice kind of almost sort of marimba-style organ chords going on, which works really nicely. Then on top of that as well, drums in general are quite clean. The bass line down below is very subtle, but it's doing its job. An interesting combination of sounds. I'm interested to see what M.I does with this one. I'm loving the sort of electronic elements that are starting to come into this one as well. We are getting a very sort of typical Wande performance over this introduction. We're getting a very kind of naturally sort of glistening sound. The harmonies on this give it that natural electronic sound, but there are definitely some electronic tweaks going on as well, which gives it character, it gives it texture, it gives it direction. And again, this is a really cool addition to have to this album, which so far has been top draw, by the way. Let me know in the comment section down below if you'd like me to do an actual track-for-track rating of this album from M.I, because every track of it I've heard, I've really enjoyed. So if you want me to go and listen through the full project and give you kind of like a full track-for-track breakdown, do let me know. But yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys think.
You to the love of my life. Hey, love her more than I love life. Yo, that's wifey, I feel nice. Swear down, that's my guy, my ride or die, my confidant. Gave her old school game, that Donkey Kong. I found me a 10, yo, who said that it can't be done? I smile just to calm me down. I used to feel like I don't belong, but now I feel like I'm the chosen one. Tell my old who's I'm done. Boy, stop. When you hit a hole in one, got you feeling like you're the only one.
You know what? Yeah, M.I is rapidly becoming one of my favorite rappers on a global scale because what he can do, which I feel a lot of people can't do, is he can take these sort of concepts. For instance, writing a love rap song typically can be quite corny. It can come across quite corny. It's quite difficult to translate it into just a cool sounding element. And M.I does it so well. Just his use of lyricism, his use of language, his use of imagery within the sort of way that he's writing and putting these verses together. You can definitely feel the sentiment of what he's saying, but it doesn't come across corny. It doesn't come across like OTT or stretched. It definitely kind of, the emotion remains intact, but it still sounds cool at the same time. Such a difficult balance to be able to do, especially with that kind of emotional lift vocally towards the end.
You always young, but M.I get sense to be dumb. That one, she the girl, she the one. That girl, she the girl, she the one.
And the mad thing is, I can see the TikTok routines already. I can literally see them already happening with this tune. There's a natural kind of brightness about it that just oozes this kind of infectivity when it comes to just making you move. You can hear that in the shuffle, that kind of uplifting. that sort of that melody there, it pulls you in as a listener. And then on top of that, the shuffle of those the shakers down below, the actual drum rolls as well, the bass line being very subtle but also doing its job. This is a tune that we're going to see a lot of kind of I want to say dance reaction videos to, because I think that it inspires movement. And the topic's lovely as well.
For the girl with the brown skin, I'm a scale over mountains, just so you can know that you found him. And you always safe when you round him.
It's a nice combo here as well. We're hearing those Wande vocals really kind of pressed and pushed through some sort of vocoder or some sort of electronic influence on there. It's squeezing it and pressing it down and giving it, again, this kind of very morphed feel. And then over the top, you have got M.I just providing, again, smooth lyricism. This is a really good collaboration because they have intertwined really nicely. Nothing annoys me more than a collaboration where it's just verse, chorus, done. It just feels like a waste. But this, you can physically hear that they've sat in studio together, or at least had like a sort of conference going on, and they have worked out how they can intertwine and still maintain both of their sort of individual sounds as well, which is great.
You don't have to be alone anymore. I'm here, and I got you. Yeah.
I do like the visualizers for these as well. Even though it's super simple, you have got like the birds flying across the background, the clouds actually moving. It's just a live version of the album cover. But again, it's simple and it does the job for a visualizer. It keeps you visually entertained. I didn't even realize it was happening. I was watching it like, oh, there's stuff happening. That's cool. I like this kind of breakdown we're getting towards the end as well, utilizing the sort of drum sections and all those individual elements and really kind of throwing them all out there together, and just getting those Wande vocals over the top and just kind of giving them an extra lease of life towards the end. We'll let this one run through to the end and then give it our final breakdown. But again, this album has been so impressive, man. Big up M.I, one of my favorite rappers in the world right now. I love that for the marketing as well. This is the future, people. This is the future of promoting an album. Put a video up saying what's your favorite, so people click on it and then you get the view count. See, smart people going on. To be honest, I wouldn't actually know how to answer that, because every track I've heard of this album has been spectacular so far. I don't think I've actually heard a down point. Everything has been very well received. I know this is an album that's doing really well numbers-wise as well. You guys are loving the reactions as well, apparently. At least you're clicking on them numerous times. And I've enjoyed this one as well. Again, arrangement-wise, beautifully done. I love the kind of rolling percussion feel on this one. Really nice sense of rhythm. The kind of non-corny approach to writing a love song is something I always find interesting. I think the combination of M.I and Wande's vocals on this works really nicely. If you're going to write a love song, get Wande Cole involved, you know. And yeah, just production-wise, it's clean. Utilization of the instrumental, the last kind of 30 seconds or so is pretty much just instrumental with different elements of the original vocal layered in and affected. Again, it's a good way of kind of seeing out a tune and getting it to a certain length. Which will always help with DJs and radio play and things like that. So yeah, I enjoyed this one, man. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. I'm keen to hear what you think about this. What's your favourite track off the album as well? Let me know in the comments section down below. I'm not trying to clickbait yet. You're already here. Just let me know what your favourite track off there is. And of course, let me know if you'd like me to do a full album breakdown of this one. If you'd like to see me do one of the rating the individual tracks, because I haven't heard a bad track off here so far. So do let me know if that's what you'd like me to do in the comments section down below. And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. We shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CANT TV. Stay locked.